Doula, it's mostly a woman who supports other women during their pregnancy and supports her on a mentally and physically. This is me. I want to make sure that more children come into the world with confidence and with love, because that's what they deserve. Was writing stuff down for myself and going for a walk, going into nature, and be quiet and really checking with myself, what is it what I want? What do I need? Because it's my life. We as a human, we can still look for help around us because we don't have to do it all by ourselves.
For the future generation, we are going to do a big deal of favor.
I have traveled to more than 20 countries across 4 continents in the world.
Hello everybody, welcome to SWOW series, the strongest women of the world, a global talk show where we celebrate strength and achievement of women from all over the world. Women are achieving extraordinary feats in everything that they choose to pursue. It is time to bring such inspirational stories out in the world so that many more women and girls will choose to find their strength and achieve whatever they wish. Simply put, this show brings the best women in the world to inspire the rest of the women in the world. Bear in mind, this entire show is absolutely non-scripted. Everything that we spoke here on the show is heart to heart. And today's guest is from Netherlands, who owns a winery which is awarded the best winery of Netherlands and Belgium in 2018. She also helps men and women with their connection between mind, body and spirit. She has a unique skill of Doula, helping to-be mothers through the journey of pregnancy with absolute clarity and confidence, making birth a beautiful experience to every mother. She has gone through a journey of extreme highs and lows, but still stick to her passion and see the success. She's full of life. She loves personal development, creating new things, wine, animals, nature, and spirituality. Help me to welcome Elvira. Hi Elvi, how are you doing?
Hi, thank you for your introduction. And thank you for having me today.
Let me ask, right? I never heard this word called doula, right? What is really doula means?
Doula, it's mostly a woman who supports other women during their pregnancy and is really on their side during giving birth and supports her on a mentally and physically. And maybe it already started within the first hour that I found out I was pregnant, because I saw the test, and then I had sort of I think it was a vision, that I saw myself with a group of women, but also children, babies, and I was like, okay. So I was already coaching, and I always had still the question for myself, do I want to coach children or adults? And now this came together and I was like, but I still put it aside. And later on, like months later, when also the doula came on my path, which until September last year, I had no idea what a doula was either.
So, I mean, till September, you're not very sure about what it is, but then it's the vision which has brought that reality.
Yeah, and more things afterwards that came on my path, which I couldn't place somewhere, but only looking backwards, and I was like, okay, all these sort of puzzle pieces putting together, and the feeling I had with reading what a doula does, I was like, wow, but this is me. I want to make sure that more children come into the world with confidence and with love, because that's what they deserve. Yeah, you can help people on such a big impact, on their entire life. And then maybe the coaching I do nowadays is not even needed anymore, or a different way maybe.
I mean, it's really very interesting. Birthing process is really beautiful. I know that as an father, right? I have a 7-year-old daughter. But do you really think, you can really change the level of confidence of the kid during the pregnancy itself?
And during the pregnancy, how the woman feels, it's also what the child feels. You're interconnected. on a conscious and subconscious level. So it definitely has impact, on someone's life.
I mean, I can relate to it a lot because, when my wife was pregnant, the doctor said, keep reading nice books and make sure to do some yoga and, keep talking to the girl. All these things will really have an impact. And, she used to get kicks, especially whenever we used to go to one specific park near to my house, she used to kick. And, we used to feel so good. And, that shows that there is a level of communication is very clearly established, not just at the food level, but really at a much deeper level. I can really clearly relate to it. But,
Absolutely.
So what you're saying is if mother is really confident and happy in a zone, that can impact the baby in the process of pregnancy also in their life, isn't it?
Indeed, yeah. And what's important that they feel relaxed and that they have the confidence in their own body that they really can handle it, that they can do it, and that they feel their body as well, because when they feel the body, they feel their child as well, and their child is already communicating with them, what you're already saying, and that will help them if they know that they work together. Then it can go way smoother. And of course, there can happen things during the process that are not planned or foreseen or whatever. And that's okay if you know how to handle that, or still stay calm and listen again and check in what feels right at this moment. Yeah, staying connected, I think, is the most important and calm.
Yeah, true, absolutely. And what are the biggest, two biggest challenges that, during the pregnancy, most of the women that you work with, generally they face, and then how do you address them?
And what I see beforehand, that they have this fear, because the women I've been guiding, they already have had pregnancies before, and that's been a trauma. So they have these fears from the previous one, and they're trying to control things, or they want to control it. And that's where basically their body as well starts to cramp and they hold tension. And you need the opposite, because your body actually needs to open up and soften, and you get into your feminine energy instead of this more masculine in your head, which is not giving birth. You're giving birth with your feeling, with your body. Well, to solve it is more to make them aware of what their options are during the whole process, and to make them aware of, if you choose one of them, it has consequences, basically by making them aware of the options they have, but also broaden their knowledge in the whole process, what they can face. Because that gives them a certain power.
It'll naturally build as people will get to know what are the options they have, and they have a power to choose. Yeah, I would rather go into this relaxing mode because it is good for my, the whole delivery process. Yeah, you're totally right. And how come this wine got in your life? Is it something to do with your family business?
Well, my parents started the winery 12 years ago, and that started with a totally different dream of them. They wanted to build a energy neutral house, and when they finally found, after years of searching, they found a place where they could build this. That piece was a big piece of land. They were like, what do we do with the rest of the land? And then by coincidence, they saw a news article about other people in the north of the Netherlands with a winery. That's how it all started. And from the beginning of this, I've been involved in the whole business and
Oh, okay. But I've seen something like wine retreat. You do some kind of retreat.
Well, that's because they have the winery, and I bring all my knowledge, how do you want to call it, together on this, because it's a beautiful location. It's really special. But I call it winefulness. So I bring in mindfulness, wine and yoga, meditation, a bit of yoga nidra, and let people connect with themselves on this day as a kind of a retreat, but then keep it maybe a bit more light and fun by combining it with wine on this day, sort of tickle your senses, but also reminding yourself, like, where do you feed yourself with? Like, not only food-wise, but also your thoughts, all these kind of things to really reconnect with yourself and to come to your own source in nature, your true nature, but on a maybe more fun and light way. And there are so many metaphors I can bring in with a wine plant in the human body, which makes it maybe even more lively for people.
So, I mean, first of all, I really love that word itself called winefulness. But, how is it connected, this wine plant versus the body? Is it really connected?
Looking at a body or human being, or looking at how we run the winery, we look at the vines, we do it in a holistic way. So when we see the wine plant has some sort of a red color on its leaves, it might mean it has a magnesium lack. So then we give them vitamins to strengthen again, but it comes from the soil, and that takes up to shine again and to bring the grapes. And I think that's the same with a human. When we feel we have a lack of something, we can add it, but preferably from a natural source. Listening to your own body, what it needs. With a wine plant, they don't have a head or an ego, so we have to help them. We as a human, we can still look for help around us because we don't have to do it all by ourselves.
In this metaphor, you made a very important point. Is the biggest difference between the plant and ourselves is, in a way, is ego. If we can kind of cut down that ego and go out there and seek help, and especially something which we believe we are lacking at that time, life can be much more simplified. And now I see that you are shaping your life in the way exactly how you wanted it to be. So what is your suggestion for all those, the next young generation who are going to shape their life? How do they think, especially, women, in shaping up their life, Elvi?
Well, my biggest lesson in all this is really listen to my own feeling and be the biggest guide and take your decisions from there, even though other people might not understand it. If it feels good to you, do it. And especially if it feels a bit scary, because that's out of your comfort zone, that's where the magic happens. It's where the growth happens.
I'm sure you must have seen a lot of resistance, especially in this perspective. You must have seen a lot of resistance from people around you, especially when you wanted to let go of, pregnancy. How did you deal with that, Elvi? Which
is maybe already uncommon. I talked with people about this because I didn't keep it for myself. At times that was really helpful, but at other times I also got a lot of advice and meanings from other people, which made me even more confused. So what really helped in the end was writing stuff down for myself and going for a walk, going into nature, and be quiet and really checking with myself, what is it what I want? What do I need? Because it's my life. And that's how I came to the decision.
Wow, I think reflecting upon all the options you have and what you actually feel like doing, and then having the clarity and going forward with what you decide definitely needs courage. And I see a lot of courage in you. So it is definitely very, very important to have that kind of clarity and take these decisions all for yourself, whether somebody likes it or not. This is definitely a very important message. Every single person out there should listen to this. Elvira, thank you so much once again. And if you people have not yet liked or subscribed, make sure to hit that subscriber button and share with every single person out there where this message can make an impact, be it with the to-be mothers or people who want to be coached with LV or anything to do with Winery. I'm going to leave all the links related to LV and her company in the description, so you can also reach out to them. But otherwise, I will see you with another amazing woman in the next week. But till then, for now, me and LV says thank you so much and bye-bye.
Thank you so much.